Hello, UGC fans. Welcome back to Overwatch. We are bringing you all the action here for UGC Overwatch. Today, we have a exciting intermediate league match against Boston University and Juice Goblinos. My name is Gutfix, and I am not here alone. We actually have a new face here for UGC. Joining us today is Adam Smasher. Adam, how's it going, my man?
I'm doing well, my friend.
Excellent. Well, it's always great to see some new faces here for UGC Casting. Again, my name is Guthix. We'll be bringing you all the action here in this matchup against Boston University and Juice Goblinos. UGC is sponsored by Vite Ramen, the high-protein noodle that does it all. If you see on our screen, the bottom right, you can use our code at Vite Ramen. Get 10% off. Look at that. As we are getting into our action, yeah, I have to try some of that too. As we are getting right here into the action for UGC Overwatch. As we see Juice Goblinos on the attack. Running this Winston Reiner composition, an interesting choice here, not a common one. As we see Shadow on the side of Boston University already picking up an elimination on Jay, and now they're finding more as Boston University find 2 kills, causing problems for Juice early. And now with 3, they're going to have to regroup here and get the rest of the team back.
And good work with Gavin getting up close with the Reaper. When you're up close, that's the massive damage coming out of him.
And it's going to cause a problem here as they are back in here, trying to make space, and now we already see a Nano Boost ultimate coming out and put it on Cat on the Reinhardt, swinging his hammer, taking space as Juice Goblinos are trying to capitalize on this push with these ultimates being used, but Boston University still up. Now Graviton Surge being used, hits some players late, and Blossom follow up, finds 2. Gavin gets the double Blossom eliminations. That is just what Boston University needs to try and roll back in on this point, and they're going to hold Juice Goblinos on point A here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
And well timed from Gavin too after Connor's Graviton Surge going off. That helped him get the kills and it helped them save their ult economy, and they have 3 ults to spare.
Exactly, go here, and look at this, we see backup coming in from Silent Earth, but gets caught out, and now when he was distracted, a big high new coming in, but it beats him to keep the rest team up, a huge shatter! 5 people gauge down on the side of Boston University. A huge shatter coming out from Cat, and the follow-up is there. Cat slamming all the team members of Boston University's down as they roll into point A.
And that was a good job from J-Dash, pretty much sacrificing himself and taking the Deadeyes, pushing time back to save his team from potentially getting team wiped by that Deadeyes.
Excellent play by J-Dash, and he has to be ready. He has to be ready for the Graviton Surge coming on the side of Connor. Connor looking to find a position to use that grab as Boston University rolls in here. There's a guy that pop it, but the beat is coming out to keep the team alive. All the shields keeping them up and healthy. But the Boston Earth in the back line, they're not ready for it as it gets 3. And the Earth picking up a 4th elimination. That dong sounds like a bell ring, and that means that is a team kill, Adam, as they are rolling this payload into point B.
Gavin said he could do some Reaper strategies. Earth can pull off those too. And you saw that with that triple kill. That was pretty much the catalyst for that team wipe there.
Look at this. Now Traits coming out early at that card's move. It looks like Juice Goblinos are trying to take an early fight here. High Noon being used by the side of Juice Goblinos. RGH doesn't find anyone. Blossom comes out, but they were able to focus him down. RGH not getting damaged at it. And look, all eliminations coming out in red. And wow, Juice Goblinos are rolling into point C with 4 minutes left in the bank.
And this is basically a polar opposite of what happened in the first half of the first point, with Boston B having a great defense, and then since then, it's been all about Goblino's offense, just rolling in there.
The big plays and big ultimates being used combined as C3 is getting close to a nano boost. We probably will see that on the Winston of AI. Cat finding a pin charge, and now the backline just holding M1. It gets a nano boost, find 3 eliminations, and they is walking all of Boston University back to the start point. Team kill, everyone getting eliminated as Juice Goblinos are trying to cross the finish line here. Boston trying to get out here. Time gets slept in the spawn point, and now High Noon from RGH keeping Boston zoned off the point. At that point, it's still getting closer and closer. Sharon being used from Cat hits everyone down, and the kill feed is showing all red for Juice Goblinos, and one final team kill will give Juice Goblinos point C. And what a push, Adam. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in time bank. That is one fast push.
And it gotta credit to the perfectly timed ult from especially Earth in point 2 with that triple kill, and just a highly aggressive Goblino's offense in. Oh, I apologize.
See, we see Jay here. Jay made some big plays. She's definitely making a show for us here.
And we're gonna see what Boston has to offer for on offense. And I do apologize.
Ready for battle.
See if they stick with a similar composition. It looks like both teams are running this Reaper here, as Reapers, interesting pick here. We don't typically see them in the Premier League, but it's an intermediate, and we can see Reaper is making a showing in the intermediate leagues. Definitely with big blossoms, Adams, coming out from both sides, but Earth be on top in each of those.
So now we're gonna see what they can do on defense, see what Earth could pull off on the defense. We've seen a lot of great offensive stuff, especially the triple kill
5, 4,
Death Blossom from earlier. Now we're gonna see what he and the Goblino's defense can do.
Look at this. Verticity, they're running the Zenyatta. Different choice here, not running the Lucio with the Rein Zarya, so they don't have the speed boost. And now look at this, Earth on the flank. He's in the back line. He's looking for the Zen, but he is there, and he almost gets out. But he goes back in, finds for Verticity. Trades coming in from both sides, as Juice Goblinos is trying to find some eliminations there, trying to push them back as Boston University is holding tight, holding onto the car, and now Connor picking up Jay. Oh no, that's a bad elimination for there, and now they're capitalizing this. Shadow, now Connor, tank lineup on the side of Boston University, finding the kills for them to get this cart rolling.
And you never want to lose a healer early, and Jay going down just proved to be the catalyst when others will eventually slowly go down too.
Boston University around the gas station. Now trying to win one more team fight to get into point A. Kath has the shatter. Earth gets picked up by his counter point. Now Time has to pop the High Noon. Looking for any eliminations. Find Jay in the back line, but then dies by RGA. Eliminations coming out from left and right on the side of Boston University. And Juice Goblinos, but AI Doc in the backline with the Primal Ray, just finding the kills. But it looks like Kath and AI Donk are now eliminated by Connor, and the spawn points are much closer for Boston University. This could be a problem here.
And especially when you nano boost a Primal Raged Gorilla. That's gonna be hard to take down unless you could just focus all your fire on Idonk, like just what happened right there, right now.
Oh my goodness, now Shatter and Graviton being used. A big shatter on the side of Goblinos, but the trans is there coming in from the behind the car and for the side of Boston University. Verticity, an excellent trans to keep the team alive, even though they were shattering down on the ground, as Boston University rolls in to cap point A with 4 minutes in the time bank.
was an excellent timing too from Vorticity. Put the Transcendence up right after the shatter happens, and he was able to avoid that. And Vorticity, gotta give him credit for helping his team get this payload going.
RGH has a blade. They might hold on to it to get that nano blade composition. Very big high out damage. And now time is using I do, but there's again the late Blossom eliminations. And Jay, she's picking up the kills. They are staggered in and they get caught out by the Death Blossom. Earth with 2 huge Death Blossoms in this match ahead of them. And wow, what plays.
And Earth's just really good. He knows. Earth knows when to just pull up the Death Blossom. And just when Earth just sees a clutter, he'll just go ahead and pop the Death Blossom. And that's the result. Just like earlier in the battle.
Both are charging in. It looks like Cat is out there. He's looking for a Death Blossom of his own. Only finds one, but that's going to be enough as time picks up 2 eliminations for his own. Graviton Surge being used by Connor. Keep everyone off the payload. And now Connor finding a long shot up on the high ground. Finding C3 joined it. As Boston University rounds this first corner of the building. Trying to push into point B, but looks like Juice Goblinos are going to have another chance to touch.
And you gotta see Vorticity, he's been using those Discord orbs on most of Goblinos. And that's how they're able to get these easy kills.
Discord orb sadly helping, but it's not going to help when he gets eliminated early as Jay pops the beat, drops the beat to keep his team up. Nano Boost is also being used by C3 as the double support ult is going to push Boston University's back as they're going to have to regroup with 2 minutes left on the clock. And Connor is taking a nap a little bit in the back line. He's taking a snooze. Not the time to take a nap here. So we see Earth on the flank as Boston University is rolling in, but looks like they caught him out actually. And they're going to be pushing in here. Earth isn't going to be there, and it's dangerous trouble. This could be trouble here as AI Dunk jumps in to get the Reinhardt out. Gets Kath out of there. As Earth teleported up on top, gets that Discord orb, just like you're saying, Adam, causing a problem, kind of make it difficult for him to move in here. Discord orb applying a lot of damage as Vorticity's piping the trans, almost dies and just pops the trans to keep the team up so he can still be in the fight. And now Shadow falling and a blade being used inside of Juice Goblinos. There's no Transcendence to keep the team up and alive, and that is dangerous with AI Dunk and RGH with both their ultimates going around the map, finding targets here and there as Gavin is falling there. And now Boston University only has 50 seconds left, and they're going to have to regroup for one final push.
And now some good patience out of RGH. Just let the Transcendence go, and then unleash the blade. And RGH was able to slice and dice a couple on that one.
Boston University has the ultimates. Oh no. Vorticity gets caught out by Earth. 30 seconds left. It looks like Boston University is just waiting for the Xenia to get back. Waiting for Vorticity to get back, rejoin them. Starting to walk out. Earth has another Death Blossom. He's teleporting up, and he pops in. He's looking for any kills, but no, the team able to separate. And now with a High Noon and Graviton combo, they're looking for kills. Winstigate Nano Boost is going to be a problem as Juice Goblinos are finding all the elimination. Connor only one on point, and now he will be falling as Juice Goblinos will be taking Route 66 an early lead here. 1-0.
And this is just a great work out of the Goblinos. Making the high-risk plays, especially Jay's sacrifice in the first point when they were on offense. That was a good job from her to let her team be able to get that first point when they were on offense.
Look at that. Look at that shatter hitting everyone down inside Boston University. A huge shatter right there. If you were paying attention, and go ahead and clip that, and if you clip that and tweet that out, tag us with the hashtag UGCVitePlays. That's UGCVite, VITE plays, PLAYS. to have a chance to win 25 Bliss Bucks, the best clip of the week. Looks
Who
like
does-
Juice Goblino's taking this early lead here, Adam, and we're seeing a big difference here over Juice Goblino's and Boston University.
It pretty much started off when Boston University was on defense. It looked like they had something going on, but something happened after the second half of the first point in the first round. That's when Goblinos were starting to get things going, especially the high risk, high rewards play, especially from J-Dash to let her team be able to get that first point. And it was just all Juice Goblinos since.
Yeah, I think a big difference there was the second point. We saw that momentum shift. And the second point of Route 66, where Juice Goblinos definitely got their kicks, taking that early lead. The second point has a bunch of high ground positions where the Winston can jump up, they're a lot more mobile, and it just gave the slight edge on the offense and also on the defense, with Earth picking up excellent Blossom eliminations. But Juice Goblinos this is Nepal. There's not many high ground positions here for Nepal. A different style map, a control point map. Boston University trying to come back in this match as we are getting on our way to Nepal. And I'm curious to see, Adam, what kind of compositions and hero picks we see coming out here.
This might be a tough one here. So we'll just have to see what these guys come up with.
We see AI Donk is very comfortable with that Winston. We're going to be playing Sanctum here, starting Nepal out. An inside map, and I've seen Winston be playing here, but more so this Rhine Orisa composition or Rhine Zarya, which Boston University seems to be their comfort pick. We'll see if they roll it out here as we are about to take a look at our hero lineup for teams. And it looks like we're seeing the Reaper come out in time, and AI Dog is still sticking with this Winston, even on this inside map.
And J-Dash going with the Moira on this one. Well, C3 Jointed goes to Lucio on this one. I could expect a lot of booping at the point.
So we see Vorticity running the Lucio along with C3 Jointed. J-Dash opting to run the Moira, but AI Dog is going to stick with this Winston as Connor and Big Knockout are running the traditional Rhine Zarya duo as we get on our way in our first team fight. Both teams meeting up here, and time falls low as RG8 already has double his health bar in shields on the Doofus, punching in and finding more. Look at this. Juice Goblinos taking an early team fight win, and they will cap this point with all 6 team members.
That's a really good job out of RGH, especially him for getting 2 kills. And normally when you're playing a Doomfist, it's usually a miserable time, but RGH able to stay alive and well.
Well, in this inside map, there's tons of walls that Doofus can just punch into, as you just see right there! A huge shatter combo from RGH and Cav! RGH punching the Reinhardt, big knockout, eliminating him from the fight, dropping the shield, and then Cav following up the shatter! A huge combo for Juice Goblinos!
I am speechless! 2 team kills already, while they go up to 35%, and now we're going to see what adjustments Boston B could do to counter this.
Look at this, Juice Goblinos are being super aggressive in the backline. Earth falls early, but AI Dog pops the Primal Rage to separate Boston University. And wow, Juice Goblinos are pushing them all the way back in the spawn, and spawn camping them. It looks like they're regrouping back in the safety of the point, 60% already built up.
And now we were going to have to see what's Boston B going to do. They have yet to have an answer for this highly aggressive Goblino offense. And we can see RGH hiding in the background.
Oh no, RGH hiding in the background. Now he's in and he has his ultimate get out. Cav following up here, and now a beat being used just to keep Juice Goblinos alive. The extra shields as they roll in here. cleaning up Boston University, and now with 15%, Boston University has to get to point quickly just to trigger overtime. Let's see if they can do it. Time switching over to the Tracer. AI Donk is there at the front gate, and Primal Rage just popped just to get on point here. He finds elimination on AI Donk. That's a start, and he gets on the point. Now, Shatter being used for the side of Boston University just to get there. They're able to trigger overtime, but DPS are now on there, just there for Juice Goblinos, but it looks like they're going to be eliminated as Boston University have to use 3 ultimates just to get on point, and now start to build up their own percent.
Well, despite using up 3 ults, they still have the ult economy advantage over the Goblinos. And this could be good for Boston B. They could pretty much try and maintain point for a little while longer.
They pull a huge post bomb, catching 2 off guard. Gavin and Vorticity, and now we're picking up another kill on Big Knockout. And now Connor falling to earth as well. The DPS picking up all eliminations to the side of Juice Goblinos. Huge Sim jumping on the map, but the map's not over. Boston University able to get back on the point. Is this a throw here on the side of Juice Goblinos? They thought the point was over, but no. Boston University able to get back on point, and they're looking to find kills, build up some ultimates to turn the tide. Time finding RGH, that's his start. Drops the post one, unable to get anyone. C3 join back in the fight, and now Kath rejoins it in the presence of the Reinhardt on the point, swinging his hammer left and right. Doomfist coming on the side of Gavin, now looking for more kills, but it is not going to be enough. Dangerously close there as Juice Goblinos thought the fight was over, but it was not. Boston University came in, got the stall, but not enough, as Juice Goblinos will take an early lead here in the poll, 1-0, and they need to just pick up one more to secure this map win, picking up their third win of the season.
And let's just, a little note on this. Despite being down 1, the Goblinos were still able to hold their own and be able to get the point back. Imagine if Kath was in the fight too. This probably would have ended much more quickly.
It might have ended much more quickly, but again, they thought the fight was over. But it seems like Boston University was able to get back. And now Boston University running this Sim May rush composition, teleport up top, or no, directly appointed. It catches the tanks off guard, catches Juice Goblinos off guard. As they're trying to find eliminations, they fall dangerously low. Justice and Vorticity have to keep the tanks up, and they do. And now, keeping the tanks alive, they're able to find kills on the side of Boston University. And now Boston University taking a presence on point, running this Orisa. And Orisa just got buffed recently. She can't get headshotted when in her fortified mode, and this might be a difference maker here running this Orisa.
And indeed, especially when you can't get headshot, especially by a Widowmaker or by a Hanzo. Good luck trying to kill her in fortify mode. You're gonna have a hard time.
Earth switching over to his Reaper. See if he may make any more Big Blossom plays. As Juice Goblinos rolling in on the high ground, Ryan on the bottom, and looks like Jake gets pulled off and able to get out of their wall, a little bit off place, and Sharon comes by behind the Orisa shields, finds 3 on the ground, and Vorticity drops a beat, and look at this, Gavin finding 3 turret kills. Juice Goblinos not looking for the turrets as they are walking through the car wash and getting zapped. Wow, Sim finds 3 eliminations, or 4 eliminations, right, with just the turrets.
This is good composition for Boston B. So far, they're countering everything Goblinos are trying to pull at them. And let's just go see if they can hold this point and try to force a round 3.
70% build up as they are trying to take this point and give them hope on map 3 in Nepal. Cold Lessons being used by Day. She's trying to keep everyone healed inside her team, and Dragon in the corner. Oh no. Boston University stuck in the corner with Dragons coming right down Faith, and Kath just walks in with his hammer and cleans the rest of them up. Juice Goblinos find the team kill, and now trying to build up their percentage and secure this map win and take this series.
And give credit to J-Dash. She was able to keep her team alive with that Coalescence, and Coalescence is a great healing tool for Moira. And she did a really awesome job just keeping her team alive.
Being used, blocked by time, and now Blizzard is there as Ryan gets frozen, and oh, he gets the beat up, but then gets frozen, almost lost the beat. It would have been devastating, but it's not going to be enough as Boston University Connor on the Orisa picking up 2 kills, and looks like this Orisa was a big difference here along with time on the main, dropping Blizzards here as the points ticked over, 10% building up. Juice Goblinos just have to get to touch on the point to trigger overtime. Does look like Kath is going to have to be the one to touch. 2% away, but he gets walled off, and now Kath is getting focused, charges in, but is unable, now gets frozen and falls. Connor dropping, looking to drop the bongo, trying to build it up. Shatter being used on the side of big knockout, and it knocks out 2 on the ground. Symmetra on the side of Earth waving out the Symmetra. Now Gavin dropping the Blossom and finds 2. That's gonna clean it up as Boston University is given hope as they tie Nepal 1-1 going to map 3.
And despite Vorticity getting denied the chance to use the sound barrier, Boston B didn't really need his. They had a fantastic offense going on and then a fantastic defense to keep the point and to be able to finish this up.
Looks like this Orisa with Connor is making a big difference that we see RGH, Adam, we see RGH running this Junkrat, trying to apply pressure on the shields. This might work out, but it looks like they're trying to figure out, actually. RGH switching back over to Doomfist. There's the center pillar here that could cause a problem, but AI Dunk sticking with the Winston. Connor and big knockout. Reinhardt and Orisa, duo comp, trying to stay alive. Boston University starts the fight right here, engaging. Orisa trying to spam here, work down some shields, trying to find some cheeky pick. The big knockout gets pinned and charged, and then followed up by C3 joined it. And now they have to back up, and RGH gets there, punch in and falls. Gavin, was that a shatter, Adam? Cat? Was that a shatter already?
That might have been, yeah, I got it already. He just said it went back down to 4%. Wow, that was quick.
That was a very fast shatter as that all kept trying to find cheeky push here, cheeky charge, but it's unable, and now it might cost him here. He's trying to get out half health, but is able to get support from his team. RGH dropping the fist down to the ground after going high up in the air. Gavin falling to RGH. Now, again, this is what we saw on Route 66. We saw this aggression from Juice Goblinos, and they are showing it here now in spawn point. They did not like losing that last map on Nepal, and they are trying to close this out here.
And not at all. This is just like in round 1 of Nepal, playing the aggression, keeping them at bay. This is basically the Goblino way of Overwatch here.
Look at this, Cav always trying to get this charge here, but gets caught out once again. Bongo being dropped here. Immortality Field has to be used as Boston University falls dangerously low. Gavin picking up 2 eliminations is trying to turn the fight here. His big knockout is very low, and now Justice falling. Vorticity has to get back, but he's getting pressured by J-Dash and Vorticity having a bit of 1v1 action, but she gets eliminated, and now, oh no, Kath is there. He gets the shot down on 2, but he gets stunned. There's not enough follow-up there. Cat finding Vorticity though, and now Earth walking in on the Reaper, and RGH walking in on the Doomfist, able to follow up on the Shatter after effect. C3 joined it, uses the beat, keep everyone alive, and now Earth probably at that Blossom finds big knockouts. We are 8% away, and eliminations are coming in on the side of Juice Goblinos. They're looking to close this out right here, 3% away. Looks like Vorticity won't be able to touch here, as now Gavin drops the Blossom finds two of Verticity, drops a beat to keep them alive. Stall characters coming out, big knockout. Walks back to a point, Connor switching over to the ball, and Connor pick up 2 eliminations. And looks like Boston University will flip this over, but they cannot give it up, Adam. They cannot give us up, or it is over.
Indeed, and that was a good work denying C3 Jointed a chance to use the sound barrier, and that pretty much went to waste, and that's one of the factors that helped them just get this point, and they still have 2 ults to spare. They got the Amplification Matrix and the Shatter.
J-Dash, he has the Coalescence coming into this fight, but Big Knockout has the Shatter. That's going to be big here, as looks like Earth taking a flank here, trying to buy Big Knockout early, and he does. That switch, elimination coming out left and right on the side of Juice Goblinos, and oh my goodness, Cath hitting his Shatter down too, and then swinging a hammer, fighting it left and right, cleaning it up for Juice Goblinos, and that will do it, as Juice Goblinos will be taking this series 2-0. Boston University coming back close, but not enough. Juice Goblinos winning this series, picking up their 3rd win in UGC League.
And you gotta give the MVP of the match to Cath, who has just been mad throughout both the matches, finding the shatters.
And 5-man shatters. 5-man shatters, Adam, in both maps. Cath definitely picking up my MVP player of the match here for tonight of the matchup, Boston University and Juice Goblinos, and it looks like it was a quick one, folks, as Juice Goblinos are picking up their 3rd win, and Boston University picking up their 3rd loss, unfortunately, but there's still plenty of Overwatch to play in the rest of the season. And again, Adam, Juice Goblinos, that aggressive offense and defense, I'd be keeping an eye on them moving in through the rest of the season, and if you're playing against them, you're gonna have to watch out for that.
And Boston Beach just wasn't able to find an answer for the aggressive Goblinos strategy, especially Cath, who has been a monster during both of these matches.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right, Cath. Cath is definitely a monster, but let's not forget Earth there picking up Blossoms and his performance on Reaper. Reaper bringing out here, definitely making a showing in the Intermediate League and making big plays as well with huge Death Blossom eliminations in Nepal and also Route 66.
And you gotta give credit to J-Dash. She was pretty much phenomenal, being another big factor, especially in Route 66, pretty much taking the Deadeyes, pushing time back, and then to let her team be able to take the first point in the first map, and able to keep her team alive as well in Nepal with the Coalescence when she went Moira.
Yeah, a big Moira switch there on Nepal, and seemed like it worked out, wearing out that Coalescence and just Healy high outputs of Healy to support her team. Juice Goblinos is your winners for today, or for this evening. B-Day Boston University B team. I want to thank you everyone for joining us for UGC Overwatch. Adam, thank you for joining us for casting. A pleasure casting with you, my friend.
Yeah, it was an honor.
It was an honor as well for me. Make sure you join us next week, next Friday, for more UGC Overwatch content. Again, sponsored by Vite Ramen. Thank you for the sponsor as well. Go ahead and use our code. If you have any clips, send that to our Twitter with the hashtag UGC VitePlays to get a chance to win 25 Blizz Bucks. My name is Guthix. My Twitter is @GuthixEsport. Again, a pleasure for all of you coming out and joining us for UGC Overwatch. See you, everyone.
Good night.